Hi family, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad that you are here. So I hope everyone is fine, everyone is doing okay. And I hope that things are going well wherever you are. So in today's video, I'll be continuing with the story of my life, of my childhood, and it's so personal to me, but I'll be sharing this story from the point of love. And I hope at the end of it all, you are going to learn one or two lessons. And also, I believe that there is a soul or two that is gonna be saved for the glory of Jesus Christ. So without much ado, let's dive in. So you remember in my last video I shared about my siblings. I have 5 siblings plus me, we are 6. So I have my 2 brothers, firstborn and secondborn. Then we have our thirdborn, who is a daughter. So I want to give a story specifically concerning her and how life and neighbors can ruin your life or make it miserable. So you remember I told you we were living in a plot, and that plot had like 14 houses or 15 if I can remember well. One side had 7 rooms and the other side had 8 rooms. So we were staying in one of the rooms, a single room, and there was a neighbor who was staying also in a room. So I remember I told you my mom used to work in an Indian family at a place called West Indies. So alikuwa anaenda job asubuhi 7:30, alikuwa anatoka kwa nyumba alafu anarudi jioni 5. So between the day ako busy, ako kazi, but anajua ameacha watoto wake vizuri. Since my brothers, our firstborn and secondborn walikuwa wakubwa. By then when I was 6, my brother was around 16 years. So he was like a teenager or heading to adult, to her youth, yes. And also our secondborn, because they have a difference of 2 years. And our thirdborn was then 12 years going to 13. So since my mom wasn't around during daytime, my sister used to talk with that lady. I'll mention her name. Her name was Tyson. So that lady used to take my sister, go with my sister wherever she'll go. She used to take my sister in a place called Kenya Service. If you live around Eldoret, you know that place, Kenya Service, Kenya. It's where they sell local brews like Changa and Busa. So that lady used to go there with my sister, and she was an elder woman because she had 2 kids, a son and a daughter, but they were still young babies, like around my age. So she used to take my sister to that place. Wakienda huko, hiyo ni place watu wanakunywa pombe, watu wanavuta sigara na kufanya all sort of things. So my sister was 12 years and alikuwa anaona kila kitu yenye inaendelea hapo. So that lady alifunza sister yangu kunywa pombe. Alifunza sister yangu kunywa pombe hizo, Chang'aa na Busa. Sister yangu akaendelea hivyo, walikuwa naenda na yeye daily. So hiyo report ikafikia my mom. My mom tried to talk to her, but as you know, 12 years hiyo ni preteen. Umeanza kuwa preteen. Sometimes kuna wenye wasikizi wazazi hata ukimwambia nini. But my mom tried her best talking to her, and even my brothers tried their best. They tried their level best to advise her and stop her from going with that lady. Of course atakubali aseme hataenda tena, but since ako nyumbani, mama yangu hayuko, brothers zangu hayuko, wameenda maybe kutafuta kibarua, so ataenda bado na huyo mama. So hivyo ndio sister yangu aliendelea na life ya kunywa pombe, na hivyo ndiye aliget involved na pombe na hizo vitu zingine. Yeah. So you remember I told you when I was in class 1 my mom got sick and she was diagnosed with brucella, na hiyo ugonjwa ilimtake down cause alikaa kwa nyumba like a whole year. So during that period my sister alikuwa sasa ameingilia kabisa pombe, and they used to go with that lady, and by bad luck, I can't say it's bad luck because a baby is a blessing, but my sister alipata mimba. She became pregnant, and now you see hiyo ni burden mama yangu ameletewa, cause huyo ni mtoto mdogo ndiye ameingia 13 years, now she's pregnant. She's irresponsible cause mtoto wa 13 years si mtu utasema ati atajua kuchunga mtoto ni nini. So after she got pregnant, my mom alijua and akasema hiyo pregnancy it will be kept. So my sister kept the pregnancy, and when 9 months came, she gave birth. When the pregnancy was due, she gave birth to my niece. She's my best friend because we are like age mates. So she gave birth to my niece, and she stayed home like 3 months, not even 3 months, even 1 month wasn't over. When she just recovered, she gave birth normally. And you remember before, like then people like kwenda hospitali haikuwa like guaranteed. So alipatia mtoto home by the help of wakunga ama wasaidizi wa nyumbani. So alipata mtoto wake vizuri, but after a month, after tu alirecover kidogo, after a month she continued with that behavior, going with that lady. And also one of my aunties used to brew changa and busa at her place. Hiyo ndio kazi alikuwa anafanya. So sometimes sister yangu pia sneak aende kwa auntie yangu amsaidie kuuza, hata kama atapewa maybe 20 bob ama atapewa pesa. Siku hiyo 20 bob ilikuwa pesa mingi. So ataenda ashinde huko hivyo, asahau hata ako na mtoto, ama hata sasa venye alikuwa addicted kabisa, like get involved kabisa na mambo na pombe, akajua mashimo mingi za pombe. So she used to go in different places and take alcohol. Sasa hiyo ameacha mtoto, my mom is sick, ameachiwa mtoto, mi pia bado ni mtoto, I need care because I'm only 6 years. Yeah. So that's how it was, but mama yangu alitry her best. So because my sister usually went to take alcohol and she was so irresponsible. I'm not blaming her, that is the past. I'm just giving a story because I know maybe there is someone out there who is going through the same, or we have a family member or a relative who is going through that. That's why I'm sharing this story. So my mom took good care of my niece. Alikuwa anabai maziwa, sometimes pesa ikikosa juu na kujua yeye ndio breadwinner na sasa hiyo ni mgonjwa. So alikuwa, but by then by the time my sister gave birth, my mom had started recovering. So alikuwa na pika uji, anapea mtoto uji. You can imagine 1 year or less than 1 month or less than a month baby akipewa uji. Yeah, but that's how my God was faithful, because that's how my niece was able to be kulelewa na shosho yake. Yeah, but I thank God because afya yake ilikuwa sawa, hakukuwa na any complication. That's how she grew. Sometimes my brothers could go and look for my sister, watampata wamlete, but pia atapimia atoroke tena. So venye waliona imekuwa kama mtindo, my mom decided mtoto astopishwe kunyonya, alelewe tu sasa na uji na maziwa. So my brothers could go hustle, find some vibarua. Wakipata pesa, they'll support with milk, they'll buy milk for our niece. Yeah, that's how bad it was. And my mom akaona hiyo ni kutesa mtoto, so she decided she will bring up this baby with milk and porridge. Maziwa ikipatikana sawa, ikikosekana porridge itafanya. And I thank God he was so faithful, because mtoto aliendelea kunywa hiyo maziwa na uji na akagrow. Saizi she is a very beautiful young lady. Yeah, I thank God for her. She's a blessing in our family. Yeah, so that's how life was. And my sister, so she continued with that behavior of taking alcohol, and she later became addicted. Now that lady tulikaa the same plot, alafu ikafika pahali she moved, but my sister now alikuwa ashajua mashimo zote za kulewa na alikuwa ashazoea kukunywa pombe. So that thing made her life miserable, because obvious ukilewa uta misbehave, watu watakudharau, uta disrespect watu, ama hata heshima yako kwa watu itaisha. Pia hata si kwa watu peke yake, hadi uta affect hadi familia yako, siblings zako, mama yako wakipita pahali watu wanasema huyu ni yule mwenye sister yake alilewa jana akafanya hivi. It was bad, it was so embarrassing, it was humiliating, but I thank God. So that was a burden to my mom, because sasa ni kama ako na watoto wa 7, ameongezewa mtoto mmoja. But she never gave up on us. She continued working hard. She bent over backward for us. We never lacked. Sometimes we could lack food, but she worked so hard to make sure that we get everything that we need. But when she senyajepata kitu pia, it was okay, but she tried her best to make us live in oneness and in peace. So I just want to encourage someone out there, and first I want you to know, like, addiction is not a good thing. Any kind of addiction is not a good thing. Addiction can make your life to be miserable. It can make you to lose respect. It can make you to lose dignity. It can make you to destroy your reputation in the area you live. Yeah, and even people will, the friends that you used to hang out with, they can even run away from you because you've now become an addicted person. Now you lose your identity even, and they start calling you they give you a bad name, like this is an alcoholic, or this is that and that. So if you are suffering from any addiction, may it be alcoholism or any drug, any substance abuse, if it's pornography or masturbation, any kind of addiction that you are in, I'm just here to talk to you and to tell you that you are not alone. Many people out there are going through these addictions. But even if it's gambling, even gambling is an addiction. I just pray that you come out of it. Take a step of coming out of it, because it's not a good thing. I had seen how it has ruined my sister's life, and also the way it gave my mom stress, until at a point in her life she got pressure because of that, because she's a mother. She loves all her children, no matter how, even if she's a drunkard or whatever she does, your mom will still care for you. So my mom was always stressed up, because she didn't know sometimes where her daughter is. Maybe sometimes she can't even sleep even during the night, because she will stay awake listening where she will hear the screams coming from, so that we can wake up and go and see what's happening to my sister. You see, that's so dangerous, because she used to walk even at midnight. People could beat her in the road. Sometimes when it's raining and she's out there, so it was so stressful to both of us. So that thing made me to be like, I started praying for her, and I was trusting God that one day she will get delivered. You see, she continued taking alcohol even in her adulthood, even when, like, she's been taking alcohol for like her whole life. But I thank God, 2017 up to now, she has reduced. And yeah, and you see, My mom didn't have that money to take her to rehab, or even she didn't even have that idea of rehab. Even me, I've come to know about rehab now when I'm an adult. So if you have anyone in your family who is addicted to something, you can try and find a solution for them if they are willing. You know, also it comes with a like willingness of someone to get help. You can try to help someone, but they are becoming big-headed, or I guess it's the spirit of the enemy that torments them and make them to be rebellious. But we have the God in heaven who, like, with God nothing is impossible. So if you are out there, you are addicted, I've written my points down that alcoholism or any addiction can cause you. One, I want you to know that addiction is a killer disease. It kills your identity, it kills your reputation, it kills your respect in the society, it kills your integrity, it kills a lot. Also, addiction is a thief of peace, it's a thief of joy, it's a thief of happiness, and all that. Another thing that addiction can cause to you, addiction can break relationship. Because you are addicted, maybe like my sister's case, she was addicted to alcohol, so it was hard for her even to maintain a smooth relationship. She can get involved with someone after sometimes because of alcoholism, because she is irresponsible, they will break up. Even friendships, they will fight with their friends and ruin their friendship. Yeah, so addiction is not a good thing. Another bad thing about addiction, it also affects your health. Yeah, health-wise, you can be affected health-wise. There is a lot of diseases that people contract because of abusing drugs and other addictions. Even masturbation and pornography, it has its own consequences. So before you do something, please think twice before you involve yourself with something. And if there is someone in your life who is trying to mislead you, be open and tell him or her. Speak out, or even share with your elder brothers, your siblings, or even your parent, your guardian, a close friend, and you will get help. Don't allow people to ruin your life. Because my mom tried so hard, even my brothers, talking to my sister, but she kept on listening to that lady. Yeah, so I want to share things that you can do to come out of addiction. You need to take that step. You need to decide. It's not easy, and I can't promise you that it's going to be easy, but you have first to take that step. Another thing, you have to believe in Jesus, because Jesus is the only one that can change your situation. So believe in Jesus, ask him to help you come out of that addiction. And coming out of it needs discipline. You need to be committed. If you've decided today, I know you can't start like today I've stopped taking alcohol. No, it takes time. You can start by reducing, and just continue praying, and you will find yourself coming out of it. But the only solution is accepting Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. You see, when you come to Jesus, you will find life and find it in abundance. But if you decide to continue with your addiction, you will end up ruining your life. You will end up living a miserable life. Like the Bible says in John chapter 10 verse 10, the devil does not come but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. So if you give the devil a chance in your life, he will destroy you. But if you accept Jesus, if you read that verse, chapter 10 part B, it says, but I am come so that you might have life and have it more abundantly. So I'm here to encourage you to give your life to Jesus, and you will enjoy the fruit that is in Jesus. So I hope this video has encouraged you, and to my sister, wherever you are, I love you so much, and I thank God for the fact that he has brought you. And yeah, and everyone out there who is addicted or who has a relative, I want to encourage you that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above what you think or even imagine. So pray for your kin, and he or she will be okay. Thank you so much, guys. for watching until the end. I hope this message has encouraged you, this story. I hope you learned a lesson from this story, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, remain blessed. Bye.